What's up guys, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we're going to be drawing a singer, RIP XXX Tentacion. Not familiar with the music 100%. My younger brother let me listen to it, it's pretty good. Let's draw him. Landscape page, use a pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. Center line of my page is about here, right? The eyes are kind of low down just to fit in a bit more of the dreads. Not too much lower, like halfway is about here. And the eyes are just a little bit below the halfway point, right? So come over to the right hand side, and he's got quite thin eyes, okay? So let's go. Curve a line across, like that. Okay, and you'll add eyelashes to these, right? So you'll just darken it up and just make it a bit more eyelashy looking. As far as I know, he does have like really big eyelashes. It's hard to see in this image, but in other ones I saw, his eyelashes are quite long. Okay. And then tear duct, quite skinny eyes now, right? So tear duct here, and then we go, it's like he's squinting. So it just comes across the bottom. Right, and then eyes, so iris just curves down here around the bottom of his eye, back up the other side, just there. And then his pupil, just a circle in the middle, dark. Okay. So we got some eyelashes on the bottom as well, so you just do these kind of dashes and then smaller eyelashes curving around here. Right, so then we got a top eyelid line. So we'll go just up from here, curves around like so, and down. Just darken up his right, so then eyebrows, quite big eyebrows, so just starting up here. They can be a little bit hairy, so like hair going that way, and then the main eyebrow will just come across pretty flat, and then hooks down the side like that, right? And then the top will go this way as well, then down the back eventually, like so. So then we have a bit of an eyelid line sort of like inside his nose, sort of here, like that. Yeah, you don't want to do much more than that really. Maybe like another little nose line just in there somewhere. But we'll come back to his nose. We'll finish his other eye. So eye width, right? So the width of his eye fits in between both of his eyes, and that's where the next eye starts. So this whole eye width roughly fits in there. And then his tear duct will start here. And again, you do another skinny eye, right? So it's gently curved, you know, sort of flat kind of line. And then eyelashes galore. All right, and then bottom, so tear duct, and then a real skinny eye, quite close to the top eyelid. So it goes around the back there. Tear duct in there, And then, you know, dots and dashes. The eyelashes on the bottom are usually smaller. His eyelashes on the bottom are pretty big, but we'll do them smaller just because it makes more sense for the drawing. Okay, and then iris coming down like so, and then his pupil in the middle, just dark in there. Okay, so top eyelid line then again, up around the top, down, and this usually connects to like a line for his brow that goes off this way. And then eyebrow, so again, sort of hairy. And then we eventually start to go diagonal this way. Then it sort of hooks down. Right, and it can be textured and hairy and stuff. Down like so. So then again, right, so nose line coming down here. He's got a quite thin bridge of his nose, right? So it just curves down this way. Right, and then we have a line maybe on the inside again, like this kind of thing, and then the bridge of his nose comes out in there. Maybe a little bit on this side as well. Okay, you don't want to draw much more than this for a nose, really. So we'll just go around kind of the tip of his nose. Some light line like that. So then his nostrils, so nostril line just here, right? And a nostril line just there. And then you darken these up. Right, so make them so they look like holes in his face, basically. Right? And you just join these together with a curved line, a real pointy one in this case, like so. And then the nostril, the skin for the edge of the nostrils comes out around to here. Same on this side, out around to there. And maybe we could see like a little bit at the bridge of his nose or the tip of his nose just there. Okay, roughly that's what we're dealing with. Okay. So now his mouth. So yeah, got quite big lips, right? So the center of his mouth, we got a curved line, curves up. It's like a letter M sort of stretched out, right? Then it goes down in the middle again, and up, and then it goes down the other side, and just a little sort of shadow in the corner there. Okay, and then his top lip, quite big, goes up, down in the middle, back up, and then down like so. So we'll make him look a little bit sadder, I think. He looks a little bit smiley there. Right, and then we have that thing on the top. And then his bottom lip curves around up there. And if you want skin lines on his lips, bottom lip. Okay. So he seems to have very like smooth features, no facial hair or anything. So the chin, so your chin roughly, right? So eyes to the bottom of the nose, here to here, about the same as here to the chin, right? So say this and this will roughly bring it to like where his chin is. He seems to, he's a bit of a bumpy chin. Right, kind of like that. It's got a little like bump in the middle. Right, so roughly speaking, here and here, here to here, is about the same as here to here. Maybe to the eyebrow. Right, so here, yeah, it is the eyebrow in this case. Let's say, yeah, it is bigger. Okay, so we'll go eyebrow to the bottom of the nose is about the same as bottom of the nose to the chin. And then bottom of the nose to the bottom lip is about the same as bottom lip to the chin. So here to here, about the same as here to here. And then here to here, about the same as there to there. So that's the proportion we're dealing with. Usually it's eyes. Maybe his head is tilted. Probably his head is tilted forward a little bit. But we'll go this and this are the same. Yeah, and they are. So then we go for the jaw. Jaw generally about mouth level. That's where you change direction and go up the side of his face. And we sort of gradually curve in this case. He's got a bit of it. So he's got a bit of it like a cheekbone thing going on here. So like a bit of a bump and a light line going in there. So do sort of the same thing on this side. And then we've got a sideburn, so this starts to be his hair then. Okay, so this goes up like this way. We got a sideburn here. All right, so then same thing on this side. Sideburn going up this way. Okay, so then his ears stick out just beside the sideburn. We do the same thing pretty much over here. Are they level? They should be. In line kind of with the eyebrow. This one's higher up a little bit. So we'll go, maybe his head's tilted a little bit there. Put it here. Do 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 do. Around like so. Right, and then like some more ear lines inside. You can do as many of these as you want now. Lots of different ways of doing ear lines. Loads of people draw them differently. Okay, so now the dreads. So the easiest way to do this, let's see. So we got side of his hair there, sideburn, right? So then we have, like, some of them overlap as well. Let's say So say like his forehead would be about here, I'd say. Right, so like your forehead is about the same size as your nose. So then we start to get these cylinder kind of shapes just coming out from his hair. Things like this, right? And his hairline's there. We just keep doing these basically. Right, you want to do these curved lines on them to show the way the hair is kind of curving. Yeah, it looks like there's a long one. So coming out here. Go all the way down to his ear? Or is that 2? Not sure. I think it's 1. Alright, so then we seem to go up this way, and then there's all ones that stick out here, like matted sort of ones. Like something else there. Okay, and then another one sticking out here. Right, so you just add these bumpy wavy lines and then you add texture on them. Okay, so keep going. So I'll just draw them all in. So this is like the top of his head then. And then I'll come back and do like all the bumps and textures like this. Okay. And then it kind of goes this way, and then there's one that sticks like right up. And then we go down. And this goes down the side of his head. Right, so I think we got the idea now. So that's the general shape, and then there's like a couple more that kind of come down across his head here. Another one. Kind of a hairline inside there. And then this comes down onto his head, like so. Okay, and then like texture all inside and all over all these, so they're curved lines like this. Okay, and you can keep adding layer and textures as much as you want, but I think that's enough for me. So now we'll try and do his face tats. So what can we see? So numb underneath his eye, right? So we got like some, he's got some bags underneath his eyes as well, right, just there. And then we have the love heart. It's the easy one to get us started. Is it broken? Does it have like a thing like that? I think it does. And then numb. So I'll do this as best I can now. Let's go. This is done in red, but like that. Then one, two, three, and then alone written up here. So this kind of joined writing, which is really tricky to do. Right, I think that's all the face tats he has in this one anyway. There's some, oh yeah, there's 3 more dots on his eyebrows. Just there. Okay. Okay, so we just go down and do his neck. Right, okay, so neck. So we're just coming down from his jaw. Like so, and then his trapezius just coming off here. And kind of same on the other side. So your like your shoulder kind of go down that way. Right, and then you could have some neck muscles going this way. And then shoulder go just off the page this way. Right, so on a male, shoulders is normally face width, right? So the width of his face goes out to about there. Okay, and if you want to do the elephant, you can. Maybe I'll do a little bit. Right, we'll do like the elephant sort of eyes here and its trunk. Looks like there's tusks coming down here, like the side of the face or something. Right, and then big elephant ears. hard to make out. Taking this as like his body or his ear as well. Right, and then that of course is gray, and then he can have a collar of his t-shirt just coming down this way. But that tattoo is like gray, sort of colored in. And just like put some neck muscles, maybe just going that way. But you can't see them really. So, last thing I like to do on portraits is thicken up my edge lines. Alright, but I think that'll have to do. XXX Tentacion. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.